Okay, so here's another quick one on how you can get better color interpolation when using different type of filtering in Nuke. So you'll notice that sometimes when you're applying a reformat or transform node in Nuke, you will have some very weird color depending of the filtering that you'll be using. So for example, let me just put a very quick reformat on this image, and we'll just put it in scale mode, and we'll just upscale this image just a bit. And if we take a look at a very contrasty region of this image, like this part here, let me change to maybe something like Riffman. So you'll notice that in the very contrasty part of the image, the filtering is introducing very dark pixel in the image. So you'll see that very often when you have bright next to dark pixel, this kind of filtering will introduce very weird pixel between those bright and dark pixel. So sometimes you want to use that kind of filtering because maybe for the tracking to work, you have to use this filtering to work, or maybe it is giving you the right amount of sharpen that you want in your image, but you also get those problematic pixel. So what I'm going to show you is how you can change the color space before applying the transform and get the best of both worlds by keeping the detail that this filtering is giving you, but by not having those weird pixel as well. So we'll just duplicate this reformat so that we can compare the original method with the color space one. So now I'll just put my image in log space. So I'll call the log2lin node, and we'll convert our image from linear to log space. So now we'll put our same reformat that we had, and to get back to linear space, we'll just invert our log2lin nodes to get back to linear space. So we'll go from log to lin. So now we should have applying the same reformat, but now this time in log space. So now let's compare what are those pixels looking at in log space. So this is the normal reformat compared to what we have when we go in log space before applying the reformat. So we see that we have the same amount of detail in those pixels here, but we also see that if we look at those pixels here that are very dark when using the normal lin space, you see that we don't have the same kind of weird pixel around those bright and dark pixel. So the reason for that is that the filtering is, depending of the filtering, the color of the pixel that it is generating here is a blend of the white and dark one, and depending of the matte around the filtering, it will sometimes generate very weird pixel. But when you're in log space, since the color value of all the pixels are so close to one another, they're not the filtering is not introducing very weird pixel like that. So very often if you have weird pixel when doing the filtering in normal linear space, try to do it in log space, and you'll see that you will often lose those kind of weird pixel.